Boys. Welcome back to another episode of the SAXcast, episode 2. We're here. Sax is in a different city, as
New
always.
York City.
The city that never sleeps.
No. That's the city of brotherly love, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The Sunshine State.
Yes.
Okay. The Windy City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's good. I'm in, I think, kind of like my most bizarre Airbnb situation. Even more bizarre than the pod where I was sleeping in a room with 8 other people. and
That's just called an orgy, honestly.
Well, Sax, you're somewhat whispering, and we could hear you very clearly, but it sounds like you're trying to be quiet.
I'm gonna pick up the pace after my anecdote here.
Okay.
I'm in. So this Airbnb was listed as minimalist, and it was like kind of like a last second booking, which it kind of raised some red flags, but I was like, whatever. An Airbnb really hasn't let me down, and this one isn't so bad. But basically, I'm in somebody's apartment, and like I don't even think they care that I'm here.
Oh, so
I had to go to
sharing a space with them.
Yeah, it's like basically like I just feel like I'm being extracted out of money. It's like there's no amenities, there's no nothing. It's so minimalist. It's like I'm surprised it's barely even on Airbnb.
Now they listed it as minimalist.
Yes.
Why?
I think just to like not get your hopes up, but
wait, is it bad?
Here's the thing. I got back to the apartment yesterday. I had to go to the bathroom. Someone was in the bathroom, and I counted for 95 minutes.
95 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm spending freaking $400 for 5 nights at this place. Like, you shouldn't be in that bathroom no longer than 5 minutes.
Now, is that the owner of the place?
I think it's the other person in this place.
Okay. Do you think they needed privacy? They needed to get away for a little bit.
I also will say the walls are paper thin, so we got to move on to another topic. I'll talk more about it next episode.
They cranking hog.
Wait, Stacks, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. How long were they in the bathroom for?
There's like vents and stuff. I don't. Anyway,
Okay.
They could.
Right.
I might as well. Yeah, there's a lot more to it, but yeah, stay tuned for more.
You're in a separate room though right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a room. Okay. It's not like a mattress on the floor, minimalist type deal.
No, it's like imagine you go to a Super 8 hotel room and like somebody uses the bathroom for like 2 hours. Anyways,
that's crazy. 95 minutes is nuts. Well, you're in New York. What's going on over there?
So one of my followers tipped me to. Man, I just love my followers, man. It's the weirdest collection of like train nerds and like Pittsburghers and Mongolians and like baseball fans and like just like travel enthusiasts. It truly does. The content goes all over the map. But someone hit me to the fact that there is the International Pokemon Go Festival was happening this weekend in New York when I was going to be there anyway. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to the Pokemon Go Festival. Now, I've never played Pokemon Go. I only played Pokemon when I was a kid. Really, I loved it. I don't think did you guys even play Pokemon when you were a kid?
I did.
No shot, right?
No, I wasn't. I was.
This is like you guys with Star Wars. I'm like Pokemon is it's a roll of the dice. If you guys,
yeah, no, my dad used to buy me Pokemon cards all the time. One of my biggest regrets is getting rid of my Pokemon cards when I was growing up. I think we gave them to a cousin of mine, and they fucking pissed on them. I don't know what they did, but they got rid of them, and I'm mad about it. I'm really mad about
college education.
Yeah, I could have been rich.
So I did research of this thing. Pokemon Go is a game on your phone where you walk around the world and it's like kind of like a geo-tagging game. Like, so if you're in Pittsburgh, you walk around Pittsburgh and you can get Pokemon in different parts of the city.
Yes.
So the festival said it was $30 to enter. So I'm like, all right, I'll pay $30. I paid $30 online. I walk to the festival. I'm like waiting for someone to scan my ticket. No one's scanning. I just walk into the park. No one scanned anything. The $30 is for admission on the game. So it's
Uh,
basically you're buying a ticket to like a game level.
I'll tell you what, man. That game took over my life for quite some time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, when it first came out, my friends
That's why
were
you were
obsessed
really
with it.
quiet about this.
Yeah, my friends were
You're
obsessed
like, what
with
am I
it.
going to admit to them that I'm a fucking Pokemon Go dork?
Yeah, and at first I was skeptical. I was like, "This is dumb. What are you guys doing? You guys are walking around at like midnight trying to find Pokemon." And then I downloaded it, and man, was it fun! It was a really good time, and it got you walking. It got you out and about. You saw people all over the place, like throwing Pokeballs and stuff. It was a good time, man. It was fun.
So, yeah, I walked in. I thought there was going to be some sort of thing. No, I just walked into a park. It's just like a regular park on a regular day with just people. Everybody, their head was in their phones, just walking around. No one was
Yeah,
talking.
the way
It was
God
this
intended.
giant New York park, like with just people on their phones, and everybody had their phone attached to a wire that was in a power bag
Right, it
because their
drains your
phones were
battery.
like dying
Oh yeah, it
immediately.
drains your battery big time. Big
Dude, I
time.
downloaded this game. My phone went from like 80% to like 20%, like in like
Yep.
20 minutes.
Oh yeah, baby. You got to catch those Pokemon. You got to catch them all. You think you can do that on full battery? No. It's gonna drain you a little bit.
This
So
is why I never
everybody-
played, dude. This is why I never
This is why
played.
Scott doesn't play. Yeah.
Dude, so it's $30. I'm in, and then it's in the most secluded place. It's called Liberty City Park in New York, and I had to buy a $22 ferry ticket back, which I also didn't need. So I'm out $52 on this freaking Pokemon Go festival, literally just walking around a park looking at like nerds look at their phones.
Do you have a video on it? Did you take some vids?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's gonna be a sick video. So
I love it. I can't wait
I'm
to-
happy about that. So I'm wearing the yellow windbreaker around, and I keep getting all these people going, "Hey, Team Yellow, Team Yellow."
I thought
I
you were
didn't,
gonna say.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I thought they were gonna mistake you for Pikachu or something, dude.
Dude, I had all these people are coming up to me like, "Hey, man, Team Yellow. So do you want to start a trade or something?" I'm like, "No, I want to video this and make fun of it later."
You always say yes, Sax. You always say yes.
Dude,
That's
so
awesome.
people were like, Team Yellow. Like, it was like, so when I walk around PNC Park, everybody thinks I work at the stadium. They think I'm an usher.
Right.
When I walk around,
That's like it.
when I walk around the Pokemon Go Festival, they think I'm Team Yellow.
You
And
blend
it just
in.
was crazy. So there was this one station called like the Gilded Isle or Age or something, and there are these like apple boxes, these little platforms where you would walk on there, and then two people would stand in front of each other on an elevated platform, and they would battle each other with their phones.
Like they throw their phones at each other.
No, they would like go in Pokemon, but they'd had to step on this apple box, and they would get like keychains, and like it was just a wild time, man. So stick around for that video. I mean, Adam, you sounds like you would have been in heaven there.
At one point in my life, I would have enjoyed that. Yes, I think I would have had a very good time there. And how many people?
What
do you think would
changed
have-
so much that you wouldn't enjoy it now?
Too busy. I got shit.
He's on.
to do.
He's on a dating app now.
I got shit to do. Yeah. I don't know. At that time,
Like
I
dating
didn't
app
re-
go.
yeah. When I was playing Pokemon Go, I didn't really have many responsibilities in this world. Now I need my phone battery and I need to do things. Maybe I'll download it. If I'm by a Pokestop, could be a game changer. I could just sit in my place all day, veg out, catch Pokemon, not leave my couch. That's the world I want to live in. I love it.
It's going to be an all-time video. Stay tuned for it.
All right. Well, Sax, why don't we talk about the Puerto Rican festival? Because you blend in at Pirates games, you blend in at the Pokemon Go. I think you blend in somewhere else too.
This is another thing, bro. This outfit, I just blend in like it's the Puerto Rican festival in the neighborhood I'm at in New York and in New York. And dude, when you wear Pirates gear and a Pirates hat every day of your waking life, it's just like you just fit in at a Puerto Rican festival.
Yeah.
Everybody looked like me. Everybody had on
Wait,
Pirates hats.
why is that? Is that because they like Surfside in Puerto Rico?
Dude, Clemente was everywhere, bro. He's a god. and it's like the pirates hats are everywhere. I'm getting a lot of like salutes, points, like hey, and it was so funny. Of all the festivals to be in with my look,
What part
of
of New
course, it's
York
the
was
one
this
that
in?
this was in Bushwick,
Is that
but it
known to
was
be a
also in
Puerto Rican
Manhattan.
name?
There's like multiple festivals,
Is
and
Bushwick a
so
Puerto Rican neighborhood or no?
yeah, it is.
Okay.
So I used to live in Bushwick, and man, this parade it gets crazy, bro. I remember when I used to live in Bushwick, people would like light fireworks off roofs and like set houses on fire and like just
Love that.
fights and like it was so much fun. But hey, I was fitting in like a glove, boys.
Every time I think of a Puerto Rican festival in New York City, I always think of the Seinfeld episode where they can't get across town because of the Puerto Rican parade.
That's what someone told me. Someone said that was a canceled episode,
Canceled.
or it was like the some like they canceled it from television for a while for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's what it reminded me of, though.
I don't remember that one. But it's been a while since I've watched Seinfeld all the way through. So
That's the first
Mm.
the thing I thought about. But all right. Well, anything else that happened at the festival?
It's just like the entire thing is like it's like to the point where it's like you can't even like hear yourself think. It's like you really got to think like, is this fun? Like just like can I just like lower it a little bit? Like
Speaking of that, Arts Fest was in Pittsburgh this weekend, and you want to hear about not being able to
right
hear
by your house.
dude, right next to my house. And it started Thursday, it ended last night. And Wednesday, they started doing sound checks at like 6 a.m. And the stage, mind you, is like on the complete opposite end, but the speakers are everywhere. So at 6 a.m., all you hear is check, 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 check for 2 hours. I shit you not.
dude, we do that in 5 minutes before our live show at the coffee shop.
It's crazy. And it happened every single morning. And then you could hear all these artists. And I use that term very loosely because some of the shit that was happening on that stage, I doubt it qualifies as art. It was brutal, dude. And Arts Fest is usually 10 days. They had to compact it into 4 because of Arts Landing downtown, and they had to move it last minute, but it didn't hit the same as it usually does. I'm usually a big Arts Fest guy. Wasn't great this year.
It doesn't hit the same when it blasts through your door.
Yeah, maybe it was the lack of
and
sleep.
you hear that them checking the
Yeah,
mic.
it was brutal, man. I did buy.
Did they have some fun on the mic at least? Like sibilants, check, like, or did they just go check every single time?
Just check, 1, 2, 3, check.
I didn't know that's kind of like.
Over.
Isn't there a word that could like show more variety of like sounds and speech and stuff? Like applesauce McGee, tacos.
That was one too that they used. Applesauce McGee. They kept saying
you say
that
check. Check
Check,
doesn't
check.
seem like it does a lot.
I don't know, but it was pretty brutal. Walked around a couple of times. It was fine. I did buy. My sister bought me something, and then I did buy a little piece for my apartment at the
What'd you
last.
drop?
minute.
$300?
Eh,
Oh, my God. You spent $300 on fucking on baseball cards. I know you bought that.
I spent 230.
Is it Pittsburgh related?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, let me guess what it is. Is it music themed?
No.
Sports themed?
No.
Give me the first letter.
Oh, I know what it is.
M. Or the first letter could be A.
Oh, it's the macaroni man.
You got it. It's the macaroni man.
Wait,
How'd you know?
Wait, I'm gonna get this. Give me a first word sounds like.
Okay. Maryland.
Maryland flag.
Oh, he got the first
No,
one.
it gotta be a sounds like Maryland. Darylin? Wait, what?
Not
Maryland.
Maryland.
Maryland?
Monroe.
There it is.
Marilyn Monroe?
I was gonna guess porn, but
You got a Marilyn Monroe?
The Andy Warhol, but it's a different artist who you want me to grab it? I can just grab it.
Dude,
Please.
you are in your single phase. Like that's like a bachelor pad from the 70s move.
Marilyn Monroe.
He's gonna have like a bunch of like colognes now too.
No, it's not what you think.
Can't.
Oh my god, dude!
Wow, look at Mr. Art over here.
Talk about
Look
going
at
to the
Mr.
bathroom
Art.
for 95 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Scotty.
If you're
That's why
listening,
Scott's
I'm
here.
holding up a beautiful.
I
piece of
just
art.
arrived.
That's why Scott is here.
Pretty nice. That's pretty cool, right? It's like all tile and like not bad.
Yeah, dude.
$200.
220.
That's what I'm saying, boys. We can make a money doing this online if that's $220.
Dude, I could draw that. You spent 200 and some bucks on that at the Arts Fest.
You're a literal idiot. You're the dumbest person.
Where are you gonna put that though, dude? Your house is pretty well.
It's already hung up. I got it hung up. I just took it off the wall.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you replace something with it, or like did you hang it?
I had a portrait of my dog.
It's covering up a safe. It's covering up a safe.
I had a portrait of my dog there above my bar cart, but I wanted to move the picture of her to like where I hang her leash and stuff like that. So I just moved that to a different spot.
Damn, it's like real life Sims over there. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Proud
I
of
got
you, man.
art. I got art. I got shit to do. You know, I got stuff going on.
When did you
Pretty
get
fun.
into art? Was that recently?
When did I get into art?
Yeah.
Was that recent? Oh, god damn, dude. We're not going.
How did,
oh,
God. What? So when you go to the Arts Fest, did you like just see it and were like, I want that, or like, did you browse or?
I browsed the first day. I just walked around with my dog and I didn't see anything I liked. And then the second day, I walked around with my friend who came from Canada, who visited this past weekend, and I saw it and I was like, that looks cool. But it was originally listed for $400, and I was like, I'm not going to buy that. So then Sunday, it closed at 9. I went over there at like 7:30, and I was like, I'm just gonna do one more lap. And I saw it, and this guy had it still there, and I just stared at it for a while. And he's just like, "Do you like that?" I'm like, "It's pretty cool, man. I like your stuff." And he's like, "Well, I can't lug this shit back home. Like, yeah, I got so much stuff. It's ending in like an hour or so." He's like, "I'll just give you it for like a couple $100 off." So I was like, all right, cool. I'll take it.
That guy didn't give a fuck.
No.
Like I probably bought that from like Weibo or something.
Dude, he made it. I saw him making stuff
He
there.
can't lug it home.
Well, he's just like, he didn't sell much. I don't think he sold much. Because most of the stuff that I saw that was there on Thursday was also there on Sunday. But it's a nice piece of art. I like it. I support local business. It hurts no one. So you know what? I bought it.
Speaking of grifting and scamming,
I didn't scam shit. I paid for it.
I paid for
fair and square.
You know, that's actually really smart. That's a smart move to go the last day.
Yeah.
At like the last hour.
I did this a couple years ago. I got a nice piece for like $50.
You did the same thing. You went the last day, the last hour, and got the same thing happened.
It was like 2 years ago. Baron Batch, who's a local artist, he was a former Pittsburgh Steeler, does really cool art around the city, and he had a booth, and he always gives his art for like very good prices, but he was like cleaning everything up, and he's just like, "You want that?" I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, "There's no price on it." He's like, $50. I'm like, "All right, cool." And it's like a really big, nice piece.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show my immaturity here for a second. I was laughing because I couldn't get over the part where you were like, you went back on the last day and you're looking at it and he goes, "You like that?"
Yeah, there was some tension built up in that tent.
There's like some sexual tension of looking at art.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beautiful works.
But yeah, Art Fest for the most part wasn't great. It rained pretty much every day here. There was flood warnings. It was kind of a disaster. Not great.
I've heard that. I've expected like Pittsburgh has not really. People are mad about the weather.
I was mad about the weather. I was upset.
It's over, and it's in a new location, and yeah, I don't know. That's not your forever home that you're in right there, right?
No, I guess not.
So maybe a couple more years you had to deal with it, but that's not so bad.
couple more years. I'm not buying a house anytime soon.
Did anybody was anybody like drunk outside your door or something like, or like throwing up in the bushes?
No.
Yeah, dude. Didn't someone like try to come in
Was
your
it
door?
you?
Oh, you know
Dude.
what? I'm glad you
Oh,
brought
really?
that up. I don't think that was from Arts Fest though. So what was it? Was it Saturday night? No, Friday night. We went to the baseball game and then we got some drinks and then we came back here. It was me, my friend Mark, and my other friend Adam, not Adam Debo, friend of the show, another Adam. And we were just hanging out in my living room, just chilling. And the hockey game was on. It was like double overtime, really good game, but it was going on at like 1 a.m, right? So my blinds are up so people could probably see in.
Oh my
And
God.
we're just sitting on the couch and I like look to my left and there's just a guy standing at my door, just like looking in, standing at my door.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, my other friend Adam's like, there's a guy here. I'm like, oh shit, there is. So I like walk up to the door. I'm like, can I help you? Like speaking through the door. And he's just like, I couldn't hear him. So I'm dumb. I opened the door and I'm like, what's going on, man? Just blackout drunk and didn't have any shoes on. Just socks were soaking wet. And he's like, can you just let me in the building? I'm looking for my friend. I'm like, no, I'm not like letting you into my apartment and then into the building. He's like, I swear I'm not a threat. You guys could check my pockets. I'm like, well, now I'm starting to think you are a threat. You just told me that. I don't know you. You're at my door. You're hammered. You don't have your shoes on. Where'd your shoes go? And he's like, dude, listen, my buddy lives in this building. His name's Joe Schmo. Just let me in and you could walk me to his place. I'm like, no, go away. So
you get the pleasure of walking me.
I said, I was like, no, go away. And he's like, seriously, man? I'm like, yeah. What are we talking about here? Like, no.
There's the front door of this place, man.
I'm like, I'm not letting you into my home. What are you talking about? So yeah, that happened. But that wasn't from Arts Fest. That was just some random dude. That was
I thought it was Arts Fest.
That was a random dude.
Honestly, in my drunken stupor, that's happened to me 3 times. I remember one time waking out of a blackout. Speaking of Bushwick, just being in a blackout, waking up standing. One is a crazy thing, right? When you wake up and you're standing, and then when you wake up and you're standing and you look around and you're on a street in Bushwick and you have no shoes on.
Yeah,
that's happened to me 2 times. And neither of those times did I say, I think I might have a problem with my alcohol consumption.
It's like, I need tighter shoes.
Yeah, I was sleeping over at a friend from work. I used to work in the beer industry. I was sleeping over at their house because we were all drinking. And the next day at work, they had to come in and they just like gave me my shoes.
So you just trying to leave his place without your shoes or something? Or?
Yeah. I walked out. I mean, waking up standing is crazy. Waking up in a bathroom is crazy. That's the one thing about, I just came back from an AA meeting. There's something about, I lived in New York 14 years. The last 10 years of those, I was really heavily drinking. The last 6 of those, I probably was drinking every day. And it's like, I'm trying to like remember like memories of living here for 14 years. I don't remember shit. All I did was drink. So it's like, it's crazy being like a tourist in a place that like you lived for so long, man.
Yeah.
Wild. Every memory I have is like, oh, I drank at that bar. Oh, that bar's closed. Oh, I used to get hangover food there. So yeah, crazy shit, bro. But man, that's crazy that happened to you at your apartment. But
yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Opening the door is a crazy move.
Really? Yeah, I don't know. And then to make it worse, my dog just like walked outside while I had the door open and was just like,
oh my God.
Not like barking or anything, just like sniffing the guy's leg and like asking for pets, basically. I was like, no, what are you doing? Fight him.
Yeah, protect me, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, she's a man.
Such a whore.
Yeah, she just wants attention. Crazy. But yeah, so we'll try and avoid that in the future. But Sax, let's move on. Let's talk movies. What's going on here?
I don't even know why I wrote this down, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyways.
Hell yeah.
So YouTube now has all these movies on there. It's like the selection is unbelievable. Do you guys have YouTube Premium?
I have
Mm-mm.
YouTube TV.
Oh God, it's unbelievable. But you know what's on there that I've never really watched in my life is The Godfather.
You've never watched The Godfather? Are you kidding me?
It's been like when I was a kid, like my dad took me to see it in the theater, but it was so long ago. And you know, I watched Goodfellas. Goodfellas is a very good movie, but I didn't grow up around that kind of like hyper masculinity and like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like
Italianism?
so Italianism, yeah. Like you're kind of a new thing for me here, Scott. But I put on The Godfather. I'm watching it. This fucking movie, Scott. Do you like love this movie?
It's the best movie ever made. I actually might
Why even ask?
I might like part 2 more than the first one.
Is that are you that camp too, Adam? It's the best movie ever made.
No, of course not.
Yes, it is a top film ever. It is so much better than Goodfellas.
It's a fine film.
No,
Goodfellas takes it and puts it in a blender and
There's
shoots it out.
no.
That's how much better Goodfellas is.
No.
And I got a name for The Godfather. I renamed it. You know what it's called? Gossip Guys. Because all these guys do is sit around and whisper about each other.
That's Italian culture. That's Italian culture.
It is. These fuckers are such wieners.
Yeah,
just gossiping like little children.
Yeah, and listen, this is nothing against Italians at all. Very feminine people. Very, very kind, sweethearted, gossipy though. They do gossip. And you know, Scott he left.
Are you guys done yet? By the way, this anti-Italian discrimination.
These gossiping, these guys,
feminine. Oh my god, dude!
These are the most feminine, tough guys, dude.
Yeah, they get all dressed up. They look nice. Like it's cute.
They eat their food. It's like a whole shebang with the eating and the big events and like. It's a good movie for like the first hour and like 20 minutes is a good movie, and then it just becomes like
it becomes Barbie.
You guys are fucking kidding me.
This is the movie that this
is ridiculous.
Whole culture is based off.
This is fucking crazy. You know what? Go watch Godfather 2 after this, Sax. It's better.
I did.
No,
it's worse.
No. You're joking.
I'm not with this Godfather 1. I'm not joking. It was like, I'm not gonna say it's overrated. It's a fine movie, but this is the movie you put on this pedestal. This is the movie you look to and you watch what your father says. You gotta watch this movie. It's the best movie you ever seen in your life, kid. It's like no, it's literally like Gossip Girls. It's gossip. It's Sex in the City for guys, for Italian guys.
Sex in the City for Italian guys. That's awesome. Oh, God.
This is by far the least fun I've ever had on the SAXcast. So
fuck you,
guys...
Scott.
Anyways, yeah, I just had to get that out of there. But
that was good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that out there. I didn't want you to hold that back.
Do you feel better now, Sax? Huh?
You know what? You know another thing too. Their whole empire was built around booze and gambling.
It was
like
olive oil. Olive oil. It was built around olive oil.
DraftKings and booze. It's like they're killing each other over that. It's like, oh, times have changed, man.
Yeah,
just harmless vices. Olive oil, gambling.
Keep me going. Cue up my next one. I got my. Yeah. Speaking, you were talking about Seinfeld earlier. I got my Seinfeld.
Yeah, we're talking about Seinfeld. You said you have a bit.
What's the bit? It's not a bit. It's an observation about airplanes.
Go on.
This happens. I fly all the time now. It happens every single time. If you are in zone like 5 and above, you're gonna have to check your fucking bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They always tell you. Yeah.
It delays everything. Either pay extra money to get on the flight first or check your bag.
This kind of sounds very elitist of you.
Elitist? I fly freaking the cheapest of all cheap with a bag.
Oh, man. God. This guy flies all over the place. He thinks he just owns all there.
I fly for $100 with a backpack.
So you're saying if you're in zone 5, you need to check your bag.
I call it, zone 8. I call it zone weight. you're in zone wait because you're way at the end. If you are in zone 5, they always say, we're getting close to our overhead bin space being at capacity, so we encourage you to check your bags. And then every single flight, zone 6 and above, you have to check your bag at the desk.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So if you were zone 6 and above, just check it first.
I
What
will
is this
never.
gambling thing you're doing?
Yeah, well, that's all of.
Oh, I see what you mean.
All of
Before you go through security, is what you're saying. Check it.
Either that or at the gate, or you can go give it to the person at the desk at the gate. It's just we could save about 15 minutes of time if people weren't like freaking cool guys like Willie Jefferson's. It wasn't as funny as Gossip Guys, but
It's
there's
not
my
that bit. It seems more like a gripe.
It's a rant. It's a gripe and a rant.
Yeah, it's fair. Now I'll remember that next time.
Sounds more
all
like
right,
a TED Talk.
Yeah. You could do 20 minutes on that.
Yeah,
sure.
No.
You want to close it out with Sax in the City?
Sax in the City, which, as I was saying earlier, it should be it's Sax in the City, but it's really in the city. Sorry to dox your last name there.
It's fine. People
But do you have some? Do you have? What are you willing to? What are you? Oh wait, hold up. First off, okay, go ahead.
What am I willing to let out this week? So I kind of hint at it maybe when we were.
Oh wait, hold on. Can I just say before you
Yeah.
gossip real quick? Oh, this is the new segment called Gossip Guys.
It's not about Italians.
So you come to me on my wedding night for some juicy gossip. Dish, baby, dish. I want all the details. They might as well be like, I want all the details. Don't leave anything out. That's like what that's these fucking Italians. If you think it's enough, information, it's not. Keep going.
That's a good bit, Zach. We gotta work on that bit. That it's
I
just
don't fucking do stand up.
It's good. It's good. It's good stuff. All right. So I think I might have talked to you guys a little bit about this off of the record last time, and I'm gonna tiptoe around this one, but I don't know how much I want to disclose. So Scott and I, Bucko Banter, we've been putting out videos like favorite restaurant, ice cream, coffee, whatever it may be.
Color,
all the socials, yeah, favorite color, and a woman, just a normal person, commented on it. And they said, I live next to this place, referring to a restaurant in the video, right? Nothing about it. Now, Scott may have texted me.
No,
I did not. No.
Scott loves it. Scott loves the gossip. He loves the gossip.
You want me to stop here, Scott?
I think you should probably stop. No, you can
stop there. Okay.
Stop. Just let's leave out some details.
Okay, so I went to their profile. Nobody told me to do that, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, this is this person. Good. Okay, cool. Just checked it out. Whatever." I then got a follow on my Instagram from said individual, and I was like, "Huh, interesting, very interesting." And then I got a DM from him later that night. And the DM said, I love you. And I responded. And we had a conversation. And ultimately, we set up a date. And that date ended up not happening. And there could be some reasons why it didn't happen. But again, I got to tiptoe around this one. Just put it this way. Like the most interesting man in the world, like those commercials. Yeah. It's this woman. Like
she's got a lot of stuff going on.
She's got a lot of stuff going on. And originally I was very pumped about the date. I was very excited about potential opportunities and running through different scenarios in my head. I was like, all right, I gotta set this up. you got to play it all cool. And then it just didn't happen and life moves on. But I thought it was very interesting for someone to DM me and like shoot their shot, because I would never do that. It seems like a fucking nightmare to me. Have you guys ever DM'd someone?
Have
you ever shot your shot in the DMs?
I have a story though. I have a good story off of this, and it has nothing. Do you mind if I just do it real quick?
Yeah, go for it. I have nothing.
It has nothing to do. You're just so. This was like back when I lived in Bushwick, when I was like 26 years old. I was at an open mic or something, a comedy show, and there's a girl there, and I was like, oh, she's cute. And I went up to her, started talking to her, and I got her number, messaged her. We went on a date. We started talking. I was like, oh, so what do you do for a living? And she goes, oh, I'm a cam girl. And I was like, what? You're a cam girl? And she's like, yeah.
Like a Cam Newton fan?
Yeah. Yeah. An Auburn Stan account. No, she goes on talking about she cams and all this. She's very open, and I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet.
Spread War Eagle.
Dude, she gave me so many details about her cam, like her username, all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know why you're giving me that. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Date's fine or whatever. We have a little kiss at the end or whatever. Then the next day rolls around. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to find this fucking cam. she gave me every fucking, dude, I swear to God, this is the fucking, I find it like immediately. She's got like 1,000 dudes on there, like yanking it. And I watched for literally a minute, dude. I swear to God, she talks about our date.
No, see, okay.
She's on camera and she talks about the date. And I swear to God, here's what she said. She's like, yeah, I went on a date. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. He's kind of a nice guy. And I swear to God, she said, he kind of looks like Abraham Lincoln. On her camera with like 1,000 like masturbating dudes. It's like I'm getting roasted on cam.
That's awesome, dude. That's so
that was
funny.
Peak moment, and nothing happened of it. I was like a sleazeball scumbag then, but just not looking for love. But I think she did like chain. She did chain. She shifted to chain mail, and now who the fuck knows when she was.
Chain mail?
I lost track of her like 8 years ago when I started drinking heavily, but yeah, chain mail, cam to chain mail.
Natural progression, yeah.
Yeah.
So without divulging too much, I was very worried that not something similar can happen where I'm being talked about, but very like it was not an environment I wanted to place myself in. Put it that way. So I did a responsible thing, gentlemen, and I moved on with my life.
And you brought it to this Sax in the City.
Now I'm talking about it. I can't talk that much about it. But
you are such a fucking lawyer, by the way. Every sentence you say is like you're processing. Like, should I? It's smart. It's good that you act. It's good that you act like that.
I gotta watch what I say. I mean, the guy on my left doesn't think twice.
You'll tell me later.
I'm a gossip guy.
Well, there's the name of the episode for the week, Gossip Guys. I love it. Do we have anything else to get off our chest?
I honestly was between that and Honest Abe or Honest Sax.
That's good.
Hey, I just want to say to everybody, thank you for the stars and the comments on the show and for watching it, for listening to it, for watching it. We're really starting to see it pick up and the retention, and people are listening to the whole thing, which it's always the way you could tell that we're starting to pick up here. So tell a friend about us, help us grow a little bit. We want it to be organic, but tell a friend, go on Spotify, leave us the 5 stars or whatever, 4 stars, whatever it is. And we just thank you guys so much. Oh, 5 stars.
5 stars. Leave us 5 stars. It means a ton. Download the episode so you know when they're coming out every Wednesday morning for the rest of time. So you're going to die with us.
We'll wake off, crank it and listen to Sax.
Right.
The volume, guys. Come on.
Scott's going to get 4 good ones out. You know, Adam's gonna drive the ship. Be funny. Scott's gonna do his thing.
Just we really appreciate the support. Go over to YouTube, SAXBOY Billy 18. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. Go follow all the social media, and we'll see you next week.